What's good, everybody? Welcome in. A little late night live. Figured I'd do some listings, hang out with you guys. Right now, Joey is awake, so that's why I'm a little bit late. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. I got to get some listings done. I've got 15 listings done today. I'm going to try to get up to 30 before the end of the day. What's up, Snap? I know Trisha and Surfs think I'm dodging them. It's because this little guy's still awake. Look at him. Look at this little guy. He's still awake. You see him? He's just sitting there like a creep. Just sitting in his bed like a creep. He won't go to bed. I can't go live if he won't go to bed. At least we got a new monitor now so we can watch it from afar. What's up, Joel? Pop this on real quick. What's up, Nancy? What's up, Regina? Appreciate you hopping on in. I might show my screen tonight and just show like listing and stuff in the background. Damn it, Surfs. I thought you were in bed already. God dang it. How are you still awake? Creepily, yeah, he's just sitting. He just keeps doing this all freaking night. He won't give up. He's taking like a 30-minute nap today, and he's just chilling. He won't go to bed. Yeah, late night live. I thought Surfs Up was asleep. Head starts spinning, you know, something. Oh, he just laid down. I think he gave up. I think he's done. He's moving a little bit, but I think he's done. What's up, Jody? Because he got hype with Surfs today, yeah. God. Oh, I thought you were in bed, Surfs. What are you doing? Why are you awake this late? Did the Colts win and you stay up all night? Is it you gonna pull an all-nighter? What's up, Arizona? Hope all is well. All is well, except for the Titans losing today, and then I have to listen to Surfs Up all day. That's the only bad thing that happened today. Everything else was beautiful, except for that. How's everybody's sales doing this weekend? My sales are going bonkers. That's another reason why I want to get another 15 items listed, because my sales are absolutely insane right now. Here, I guess I can show you guys this because I don't really care. You guys can look up this information if you really wanted to. There we go. 31 total sales. If you guys are watching this on TikTok, you need to go over Facebook and YouTube. You can see my screen. 31 total sales this weekend. Sales this weekend were really good. Friday was 733 just on eBay. Yesterday was 434. Today's 351, and I just sold a pair of boots for 120 that haven't been paid yet. So that's going to be another $500 day once those comes in, because it's one of those Doc Marten boots, so it's plus shipping. What's up, Elliot? What's good, everybody? Saints won today. Nice. Saints fan. Doris from Indiana. What's up, Indiana? 0 sales. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Felix, you do everything wrong. Snap's clapping. But I'm going to try to get another 15 listings done while we're on this live. Oh, I got hiccups. 15 listings done while we're on this live. That's my goal while we're here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm just going to get work done while we just hang out. It's going to have 300 in sales for the weekend. Let's go. Another win for my Lions. That was an easy win, though. Who'd you guys play again? You played the Panthers, right? I'm pretty sure it's Panthers. My store is on vacation, but I still have a few sales today. Nice. 35 sales from Friday through today. Best 3-day stretch all year. Let's go. Seems like sales are picking up. Yeah, you guys played Carolina. That's an easy one. That's an easy W. You have a lot of energy? I do have a lot of energy. You're correct. I guess because I was crying all day today, and now I'm happy. But I was crying because Surfs Colts beat my Titans. Now I have to, at least he's not going to be on live with me for another couple days. Oh, you know what I can do? Trisha's not here, but I can do this. Hold on. Can I do this? How do I do this? How do I do the effect where I put a background on? Effects. How do I put a background on TikTok? Oh, there it is. How do I do that? Wait. Oh, it's going to be too big. Damn it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Do I have the hashtag tighten up one? No, I don't. Damn it. I was going to put the little picture of where Trisha said she doesn't even like the Jags, but I can't do it because it's too blown up. It's annoying. Hit my 500 listings tonight, under 500 again, but hey, that's good. You sold some listings. That's good. Georgia Peaches from TikTok. What's up? LSU and Saints won this weekend. Nice. Is Surfs Up still at the garage sale event? I think he's done with it, right, Surfs? If you're still here. Are you done with the garage sale event? Somebody, Audria over on Facebook is asking. I think he's done with it. Didn't you guys make some type of bet? I don't think we did. If we did, don't remind me of what it was. I thought you were going to do the crying effect again. Oh, I should have. I should have started my live with the crying effect. Marine Layer, Howlerbro, Mountain Khakis, Filson, just a few. Oh, yeah, I saw your – did I see it? It was on a post, right? Yes, he's finally asleep. It was on a post you put up, right, Joel? Can I get your opinion on how to price an item? Sure. If you give me enough of a description, I can help you. I don't really like pricing items up, but I can help you. If you drop it in the chat, give me a description. I can help you out. It's Audrey Lux Sherpa. It's an Albany Lux Sherpa reversible jacket, velvet by Graham and Spender. Albany Lux Sherpa reversible jacket. Velvet. Let's type this in. Let's see if I can find it. Albany Lux Sherpa reversible jacket. I spelled that wrong. Velvet by Graham and Sender. There's a couple listed, but they're in new condition, and they're at 145. There's one that sold for 133. If yours is in used condition, there's another one that sold for 149. I'd price it somewhere around 100 to 125. Just had my first Poshmark sale ever. Let's go. You're cross-listing the Poshmark now? Let's go. That's a mouthful. It is a mouthful. Playing Diablo 4 tonight. I want to play that game, but I feel like I'm going to get sucked into it, so I can't play it. I can't play it. Otherwise, I'll just play it forever. How do you find stuff on Mercari? How do I find your stuff on Mercari? If you look up one of my listings on eBay, you should find the exact same listing on Mercari, and that's how you find my store. There's no way to look up seller stores on Mercari, to my knowledge, so it's really hard to find a seller store. Found a Brioni 100% cashmere suit blazer today. Nice. Wait till you guys see my YouTube video. We went thrifting on Thursday, and we're going to make a YouTube video out of it, and I found some crazy suits and blazers, like absolutely insane stuff, like crazy stuff. Send pics of vintage Ralph Lauren for you and IG trying to date. Thought it was Surfs Up. I think I saw that photo. It's not an old one. It's an older one, but it's not super old. So I would just price it. I think it was a Pearl Snap. I think you sent it to me during the game, and that's why I didn't get back to you. It's just a regular Pearl Snap. So just look up Polo Ralph Lauren Pearl Snap, short sleeve, and price against those. That's not like a super special one. It's not like a special label. Dude came home to watch the W. Season is early. Bets will come later. We'll play again, peeps. Yes. Next time we are making a bet because you're playing at Tennessee, and we're gonna win that game. We're not losing to you twice in one season. And the last 9 meetings, actually, we're 6-3 against the Colts. So let him take his W. I mean, we couldn't beat him again. We'd have been 7-2. That's just like completely clobbering him. So we gave him the win today. We'll come back and we'll win again. Carhartt overalls, do they sell? They do sell. Yes, I actually missed a whole cart of Carhartt overalls at a thrift store like 3 months back, and it still haunts me. Like literally a whole cart, new with tag Carhartt overalls, just like sitting there, and I missed them. Somebody got to them literally seconds before I did, and they bought them all for like, I think it was like $15 a piece. It was crazy cheap, and it still haunts me to this day because that would have been a crazy good score. All right, I'm listing my first item right now. I have to list 5 items, and then I download those 5 listings onto List Perfectly. I cross-list them. Well, I don't cross-list them. I'll cross-list them after the live, but I want to get another 15 listings done first. I mean, I owe you, Chuck. Thank you for shouting me out on Friday. Had no idea. No problem. That was a lot of fun. That was my favorite whatnot we've ever done by far. It was a lot of fun. I wish I had more people to shout out. I was going through my friends list trying to find people, and I couldn't find. I could only find some people that had like shows scheduled. Boom! I just sold those Doc Martens. I could only find a certain number of people that had shows scheduled. So I was just like, I'm just going to throw people around to people that have shows. What's up, Pictures? Pictures, you're back. It's been a long time. Trisha, you're here. Hashtag Jags 1, hashtag Colts 1, hashtag whatever hashtags you want to hashtag. My local spot had tons of Carhartt overalls, new with tags, but they had them listed at $60 each. That's a little too pricey. I appreciate you more than you know, man. No problem. I don't even like football. Yeah, that's your hashtag. That's your forever hashtag. You're only allowed to use that hashtag in this live. All the other hashtags have been banned, unfortunately. I don't know if I can do that on TikTok, actually, if I can ban hashtags. I went to and I was like, why the heck do I have 200 bookmarks? That's the K-way. That's for me. The gift from me to you. I think I sold a vintage Wrangler cowboy shirt without realizing it was vintage. Hey, if you made profit, don't worry about it. It's all about the profit, right? There's probably been plenty of times that I've listed something and I could have got more for it, but as long as I'm making money, I'm good. I have a Jeffrey Bean shirt, really nice. I noticed 3 little white dots, like BB size on the sleeve. Would you list it? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, Eagles 5-0. Yeah, Eagles fans. I was watching the 49ers game a little bit right before this. 49ers look good. They look like – that's what I was telling Surfs and Trish anyway. If we make it to the playoffs, you're going to run into a team like that eventually. There's no chance. We got no chance. Just by the way we're playing each other. Your next whatnot. Did you guys go watch? Who watched Big Sweaty Milk Muppets? Whatnot. He had the best Whatnot show I've ever seen in my entire life. And you guys all missed it, didn't you? I was there. Jen was there. A lot of people were there, but you had to be there when he first started. That's when you had to be there, when he first loaded it up. Hang on, let me put this in really quick. I was late, sadly. He literally did a performance. He had the best intro by far. He literally did a performance. He was singing to us. Let It Go. Yeah, he was doing Let It Go. It was great. And I got one of his hoodies. He only had like 4 hoodies loaded up, and I got one of the 4. Let's go. I need to go watch the replay. Yeah, watch the replay. Watch the beginning. That's all you need to do is watch the beginning. It's like the best beginning to a Whatnot show I've ever seen in my entire life. Nobody's doing like Big Sweaty. And Big Sweaty said he's not going to do any more. He said he's going to do a one and done. That's it. I think Big Sweaty should make a return. There's no reason there should be a one and done. You packing more Whatnot giveaways? You're packing more Whatnot? No, Chris. My Whatnots are already packed. If you bought something from us from Saturday's show, it's already packed and ready to go. I packed it up last night into this morning. That's how I'm fast like that. 49ers 28-10 fourth quarter. Yeah, the 49ers are winning that game. Nobody's beating the 49ers this year. I'd be really surprised if anybody beats the 49ers. Got a tattoo on Whatnot on his hand. Yeah, great shirts in his. Yeah, he that's Flip the World. He does a lot of crazy stuff. He did great. I got a hoodie. You got a hoodie too? I got one in a size XL because I don't know how the larges fit. So I rocked an XL. All right, I just got 5 listings done, people. I'm at 20 listings done for the day. I got to do another 10. Then I got to cross list all of them, and I'm good to go. Your video title says you're packing. Oh, I am. God, I forgot to change the video title. Oh, well. Yeah, I forgot to change the video title. I just loaded stuff up really fast. I had to get on live tonight, Chris, so Trisha and Surfs didn't think I was dodging them. That's all I'm here for. I'm just literally here to say the Titans lost, and I promise I'm not dodging them. And Joey just fell asleep like 5 minutes ago. I have proof on the beginning of my live. He literally just fell asleep. He's been it's weird. He's been out playing outside all day. You figure he'd go to bed early, but he just hasn't. Hey, Ethan hit 10K. Let's go. Ethan, I looked at your profile just a few minutes ago too. I looked at it and I was like, man, Ethan's really close to 10K. He just hit 10K. Let's go. See, that's what happens when you post content. Keep posting content over and over again, Ethan. Not once a week, once per day. And that's what happens, Ethan. Look at you. Are you promoting your listing? I promote all my listings at 5%. I'm here to poke your balloon knot. What? Never heard that before. Poke your balloon knot. I answer all those questions over there. I'm a once a day grind. Let's go. What's up, Treasure Vintage Shop? Did you see what I found on my last thrift video? Robert Graham limited edition at red, white, and blue for $10. Let's go. I didn't see it. No, I haven't been on socials all day. I've been trying to hide because the Titans lost today, so I had to hide today. But no, I didn't see your video. Oh man, one of these have a corrupt photo. Okay, well, I can't do this one. Hold on. Oh, my listings. Let me see if this went through or not. One of these listings have a corrupt photo. Yeah, it didn't go through. Okay, let me refresh that. You know who didn't lose today? No, the Colts didn't lose today. I know that for a fact. You go look at that shirt. It was sick. Okay, I'll definitely look at it. Naked Thrifter. I got you. Right after this, I'm watching that video. All right, here we go. I'm downloading another listing on List Perfectly. Hopefully this one goes through. So yeah, how's everybody's sales this weekend? Drop the number of sales you've had this weekend. My sales have been absolute fire. Absolute fire. I've also been listing consistently this weekend too. I listed 10 items yesterday. I think I listed 30 on Friday, and I'm going to list another 30 today. But I'm at 32 eBay sales. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Poshmark sales. That's 39 total sales. 39, 40, 41, 42 total sales this weekend. I just got paid for one on Mercari. 42 total sales this weekend. I'm not pulling orders tonight like I normally do because remember the post office is closed tomorrow, so you don't technically have to ship. But I might do a midday order pull live. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow because I want to get ahead of schedule. 25 sales, nice. My sales have dropped past week, even though still listing consistently. Just keep listing. I just saw my hubby replay of Big Sweaty's Whatnot. He's laughing over here. Yeah, it's hilarious. Go watch the replay. If you didn't watch Big Sweaty Milk Muppets Whatnot, just go watch the replay. My sales have been great. Sold a NF $70 book set for $89. A lot of bread and butter. Nice. How long does it take you to do one listing? So my listings are already done. Here, I'll show my screen over here, and then I'll flip the screen over there. So here's why I can list so fast. So we just brought on my mother-in-law, and let me bend you guys down a little bit. These are all my listings. So look at that number, 69 listings. Let's go. These are all the listings that we have. The ones that are blank are because they still need to be photographed. But I list from the back to the front. So these all right here with photos in them, they're already completed, ready to go. All I have to do is finish by adding the price in and adjusting these numbers right here for the price we paid, because she just puts in the price we paid and then I got to adjust it to the half off or 25%. But yeah, all of these are ready to go. All I got to do is put in the price, adjust them, and they're ready to go. So it's really easy for me to put up 30 listings. I'll probably get up the next 10 and I'll still have about 40 to 50 listings ready to go. Colts win. Yay, Colts win. Whoa. Stupid Colts. I hate stupid Colts. Does she do pictures also? She does pictures. Normally she does the drafts unless Kayla's doing the drafts that day, and then she's just doing photos. If Kayla and me are like out thrifting, then she's doing drafts and photos, and all I have to do is put in the price, and that's it. I definitely did not pay $29.99 for this Age of Wisdom thing. I don't know what these go for. I bought this in a bulk buy. Hold on. Age of Wisdom flannel. I cross list and it takes me time. Of course, yeah. I used to do the whole process too, and it took a while, especially when I was working a full-time job. Age of Wisdom does not go for any money at all. So we are going to put this in for cheap. I want this thing gone. $14.99 plus shipping. Got that from a bulk buy. I probably shouldn't have bought it. What do you think? Hey, what do you think will do better this Q4? New with tag collectibles jersey. So new with tag items always usually do better Q4, especially if you're selling mostly clothing. Be new with tag items. Just got playing over my house. All my windows are open, so you're gonna hear it. How do you decide? How How did you decide how much to pay your mother-in-law? So she was working a full-time job. We had to pretty much match her pay and a little bit more. That's how we decided. If I wanted to get her, I had to pay her at or a little bit above what she was currently making. So that's how we decided on that. All right, these are 7 for All Mankind, wide leg men's. Fire place, ground advantage, 2 pounds, 911 2. So basically what I do now is I just look over the listings and make sure everything's good, and I put them live. It's basically how we're doing it. Sunshine, Joy, and the Astros. Nice. Don't feel bad. All my Texas teams lost. Aggies, Longhorns, and Cowboys are losing. Ouch. You're not a Texans fan? I don't blame you. You're a Texas fan. You're a fan of all the Texas teams except for the Texans. Nobody's a Texans fan. Never heard of one, at least. All right, this one has a little damage to it, so we're going to list this one low. $17.99. Buyer pays shipping. Sounds like she's worth every penny. Facts. She is. She definitely is increasing the business. If you guys remember, just 2 weeks ago when I had a Sunday order pull live, I think I pulled, I want to say it was 12 orders or something like that between all of my platforms. And right now we're almost at 40 sales between all the platforms. So it definitely is a huge increase having her here. Polo Ralph Lauren knit dress shirt. When's the Consignment Whatnot show? If you guys were there on Saturday, that was a Consignment Whatnot show. I want to hire my mom, but she's RE. What's RE? Are you doing retail arbitrage anymore for Q4? We are. We're going to start doing some more retail arbitrage here in the near future, because we need more new attack stuff. No worries. I think you just messed up the word you were writing. All right, this one's going to be $34.99 plus ship. Price ground advantage. Boom. Mission accomplished. Look at you, completing your missions. I forgot how many listings I just did. Hold on. Chris at Peak in the house. Yeah, if you guys were at our last Whatnot show, that was a I need one more. That was an all consignment show. I think this upcoming Friday will be a really good show. We're going to have probably 70 items on Friday. On Saturday, we're going to do an all jacket show, pretty much all jacket. I'm not sure where to start. So bringing her on as a trial, what I would do is probably pay her per listing. So if she gets 50 lists done, you pay her $1 per listing or something like that. And normally with that, you would just have that person draft. You wouldn't have them draft and photo. If you have them do both, you'd probably have to pay them for 2 separate services. So $1 for whatever you decide, whatever number you decide in your head, but $1 for drafts, $1 for photos. So $2 per listing. They do 50 listings per day, get paid $100. That's normally what people do. They set a certain price for whatever task they're having that person do, but we had to pay basically a salary pay because I had to match her pay. If I wanted her, I had to match her pay. And that's not normal. Usually people hire the kid down the street or something like that, and then they pay them per listing, whatever they decide. Social Security makes how much you can make per month. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, look into that. By eBay policy, do you have to wash clothes before reselling? You just have to sell clean clothing. You don't have to wash them. Almost all resellers don't wash clothing. You can't sell a stained piece of clothing without disclosing to the buyer that it has stains on it. If you want to wash everything, feel free to, but we don't wash anything unless they have stains or bad smells, and we've never had an issue with it. So you're good to go. I I know there was like a video that I think Kings of eBay put one out that said you have to, by rule, wash all the clothing. But if you buy them from a thrift store and they were already washed before they were dropped off at the thrift store and they were just put right on the racks, technically they're clean. They were already washed. So you don't have to. That's what I need. I like to do my picks. There you go. Yeah, set her to do listings and just tell her however many listings you do, you get paid per listing. So if you decide, like I said, $1 per listing, and one day she gets 20 done and the next day she gets 30 done, you pay her $50 at the end of the week. And then she can do whatever she wants, like as many as she wants. So did you have to pay your mother-in-law benefits? No, she's a contracted employee. I don't know exactly the term that I'm supposed to use, but she's contracted. So she doesn't technically work for us. She's contracted through us. Whatever that word is. There's a specific term for it. I just don't know it. How long did it take you to tell? Wait, how long did it take you to sell your first item? Not very long, because some of the items I listed had like really good sell-through rates. I had just bought them on eBay and I just flipped them right back on eBay. So I sold my first item within like 3 or 4 days after I listed it. But then after that, it slowed down when I started selling items in my house. Independent contractor. There you go. That's the word for it. I was approached about listing my items for me and packing and mailing under their name 50/50. I was approached. So you're approached by somebody else and they want you to pack and mail their items for them, and they're going to give you 50/50. That ain't a bad deal. That's actually a really good deal, especially if they're selling like a lot of stuff, because they're doing all the hard work finding the items. You're just listing it and shipping it. The word I hear is helper or 1099 employee. Yes, that's it. A lot of people say helper, like Orlando from Pure Hustle Podcast. He likes to say helper a lot. So yeah, helper. I like that word too. During Q4, how many items do you sell a day? Is like 50% more than previous. Okay, so this year is going to be different Q4. If you're talking eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, I think last year we were averaging like 15 sales per day for those 3 platforms during Q4. I also did a lot more retail arbitrage, but this year is going to be different because we're going to be running 3 to 4 whatnot shows per week, which is going to increase our sales significantly. Every time we do a whatnot show, we sell out. If we run 70 items, that ups our total for that day, 70 items plus whatever we sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So it's going to be pretty hard for me to be like, I really don't know. I've never done a Q4 with whatnot. So it might be really, really great. It might be normal. It might be like what we're doing right now. So I don't know. Does AutoPosh delist and relist on Posh and Mercari too? Yes, eBay, Posh, Mercari, and Depop. All 4 of those platforms, you set it up and it does all 4 of them. Do you wash and send them as is? The only time we wash items if they have stains or bad smell. So if we get an item in and it's in perfect condition, we'll ship it out. Why are sales slow this month compared to August, September? My sales are up, but that's because I'm listing a lot more. So if you're listing the same quantity and your sales are down, I don't know. You might want to check some of your listings. Also check sell-through rate of the items you're listing, all that good stuff. Sometimes just your items that you have listed. By the way, we're not doing a whatnot show giveaway show. I don't know why. Shipping whatnot show giveaway show. Oh, I'm still showing my screen over here. You guys are watching. You guys want to watch that? I don't care if you watch it, to be honest. Here, you guys can watch this. I don't care. I forgot that this was still on, but you guys can watch me do this. I'm just listing these items. If you guys want to watch me list items and you're on TikTok, you can go over to Facebook and YouTube and you can watch me list my items that I'm currently listing. You can see everything I'm doing right now. As I'm pricing, you can see what I'm pricing, all that good stuff. So you can see you guys won't be able to see me look items up because it's a separate tab and it only shows 1 tab at a time, but pretty much get it. Why are you so slow? Oh, I already answered that question. This one's a cotton cashmere. Oh no, it's not. It's just a cotton pullover V-neck. These are all bulk buys, so it's always going to be $8 because that's pretty much what I paid for all the items in this bulk buy. This one's new with tags. I'm going to list it a little bit higher because we're in the season for this to sell. You guys can see like it says 35 here, but that's the last 90 days of sales. Last 90 days it's been hot outside, so I'm guaranteed the prices are going to go up on these. So yeah, that's why I'm listing a little bit higher. What's up, Arizona Pickin'? Anyone know where Red, White, and Blue gets their inventory? They get them from the vets. So if you guys know those cards that you get from the post office, they're the cards in your mailbox that say, hey, if you have anything extra for the Veterans Association, can you leave them by your curb? The Veterans Association will drive by and they'll pick up all the stuff. That's where Red, White, and Blue buys their inventory. So they buy from the vets, and 15% of their profit goes back to the Veterans Association. But they don't give back enough to be considered a nonprofit. So there's still a for-profit store. I think there's a certain percentage of your sales you have to give. So they buy their inventory from them and they give a portion back to the vets. That's where they get it from. So there's probably a way for you to figure out how to get that inventory if you want it. But it'll be a little bit hard to find out how to. You probably have to buy a huge amount of volume. You guys see this item right here? Facebook and YouTube. Look at this item. Just take a look at this. It's a Brioni shirt. This thing's crazy. Look at that Brioni shirt. I'm going to look it up real quick because I have a feeling this. I think that I looked this up and it was like $150. That one up. Appreciate the roses. Appreciate the heart meat. Arizona picking. Thank you so much. All right, I got to find a close to exact one. You guys won't be able to see this here. You guys want to see me looking this up? Here. Got to find a close to exact one. See this one right here? $279. $120, $129. Crazy prints go for around $100. It's going to be really hard to find the exact print that I have. So I'm probably just going to have to price this randomly. See, this is a $200 one. I'm probably going to price mine up. This undersold, really undersold. Let me type in floral really quick and see if that brings it up. Do you listen to what eBay and Mercari suggest price your items? No, I never do that. Never, ever. I always look up sold comps on eBay, and that's how I price my items. Floral ones don't go for as much, though. I'm probably going to price mine for around $150 and see what kind of offers I get. I think that's the best option for this piece, is to just price it $150. If I remember correctly, I paid $50 for this, but I can always go back and figure out what I paid for it. So I'm going to put it for $149.99. Allow offers, buyer pays shipping, list. We get an increase in polymailers commission during Q4. Do you mean like from people buying through my links, or like the polymailer company like giving me an increase on percentage? I'm not really sure what you're asking there. I've been dinged for ending an item and selling similar because it was about to expire. You can't be dinged for that. If you end your item for any reason, eBay doesn't give you a ding on your account for that. You can end any item that you want, but if you relist it, you get, before it expires, you do get hit with an insertion fee. If that's what you mean by dinging. Yes, you do get hit with a insertion fee. Isn't it early for you to be on here? Yes, it is. What's up, Lola? More views. I love this process. Possibility rename video to get. Yeah, I know. I messed it up. I left on the wrong one. I can rename it afterwards and I'll get more views. So right now it's, yeah, I don't really care. To be honest, I don't really care about views on YouTube on lives. I've been hit up with so many people about like search engine optimization. Let us do search engine optimization for you. I don't care. I'm on a different kind of game on YouTube. I'm going to start putting out full-length YouTube videos here pretty soon. But these lives are things that people can go back and look at, like what the daily life of a reseller is, like going in, looking at the listings, all that stuff. So I don't really care about search engine optimization. I will rename this, though, because obviously I don't want it to be the same name as my last live. But yeah. Yes, you'll get an increased commission rate during Q4 for your deals, for your sponsors. Your business is likely to happen. Yeah, I do Amazon affiliate links, so I don't really know if they increase. Do you have any Yeezys for sale? I have 10.5 Yeezys they're for sale if you want them. I have the all white pair. I have 2 of the last all black pair. I do have a pair of the first all black pair. I forget the name of them. I think it's called the Carbon. And then the first one was called, it's like the triple black colorway, but I can't remember. But those are worn. Those are worn. So you list, so you'll still see the item after it expired to sell similar. Yes, if you end the item, sell similar, you're good to go. Want some company? No, I'm probably going to head off in like 20 minutes. I'm just here listing. I got YouTube and Facebook running the same live too, so I'm good. Appreciate the offer though. Hi from Seattle. What's up, Kim? Kim from Seattle. Is it raining in Seattle? Isn't that one of the states where it always rains? It's like Seattle. I need to go traveling next year. If you guys are TikTok and you want to watch me list, you can always hop over to YouTube or Facebook and you can watch me list. Thoughts on sourcing via Whatnot? Whatnot is a great place to source. You got to find the right shows. That's what you got to do. Find the right shows and you can source crazy good inventory, but you got to find the right shows. I'm in Seattle right now. Nice. Snap, what are you doing in Seattle? Is it raining right now? Washington is beautiful today. It was really nice in Florida today too. It was like 72 degrees. Super nice. Super nice. And Vermont doesn't stop raining. That sucks. It's always sunny here. Ooh, this is a good item. Let me look this one up really quick too. All right, here's the item. You guys see the item that I'm about to look up. It's 100% lamb's wool. It's like a polo sweater. So it's a little bit different. So I'm going to look this up on live with you guys. So it's a Polo Ralph Lauren? Okay, Polo Ralph Lauren. Wool. It's like a polo sweater. I'm going to do like that. See what comes up. I don't know if it's going to bring up. There it is. That's kind of low though. Did ship. Look at that. So somebody bought this one. It went on bid. So whenever you're looking at listings and seeing what you're going to comp for, anytime it says this right here, it's never an accurate comp because normally when it runs auctions, it never goes for full price. But even this one right here, together with shipping and the price, sold for $40. So we're going to look for one that didn't sell on bid. It's going to be hard. These are all going to pull up sweaters. I wonder if I throw the word shirt in there, if it'll come up. Might come up now. There we go. Looks like $40. That one sold for $45. 79 degrees in Oregon today. I think it was like 80 most of the day today in Florida. These home runs make reselling entertaining. Yes, it does. Do you think having a store name instead of a personal name makes a difference as a reseller? Thinking of creating a reseller name? I don't think so. I don't think so. Those two right there, this one shipped from Canada for $50. So I'm going to list this high. But you notice how I did that? I put in shirt in the title instead of just sweater or polo sweater. Because if you put polo, it's going to pull Polo Ralph Lauren. But if you put shirt in there, it's going to pull this because people will list this as a polo shirt. If you guys are watching this on TikTok, you have no clue what I'm telling about because you got to hop over to Facebook and YouTube. Those are what solds are. Let's see if we have how many listed. Again, this is kind of a difficult item to look up. Okay, he's still asleep. $59, 24 plus shipping, 37 plus shipping, 39 plus shipping. I think I'm gonna list mine for 39 plus shipping, somewhere like around this area. I guess you could do 35 plus shipping. I'll do 39 plus shipping. See what kind of offers come in. But I'm definitely gonna put in shirt in here. I'm not gonna put a pullover. I'm gonna put shirt. I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to take pullover back out of here. Throw shirt in. Oh, you guys can't see this. Sorry. So I just took out shirt in here, put shirt. This had pullover in it. I took pullover out and just put shirt. Same right here, put shirt. And I'm going to list it for $39.99 plus shipping. Buyer pays ground advantage. These are all my things. I got to remove these. Sometimes an auto posture relists it, puts it into a random category for this, for my shipping policies. I got to move these over to the right ones. But yeah, all the ones that are named are the ones that I normally use. List it. It's freaking 90 here. That sucks. 76 in Tampa today. Yes, it was beautiful outside. Ever pick up Artful Dodger? I've never heard of Artful Dodger, so no, I haven't picked it up. Good info, thanks, no problem. I think that might be my 5 I need. Let me see. That might be the 5 I need. I lose count when I'm on live. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm just going to take List Perfectly, and I'm just going to download these 5 listings to List Perfectly. And it's just going to open tabs up. You guys can't see it, but it's above here. It's opening tabs for me, and it's creating those listings. When that says copied, it means it's done. Do you ever list shirts after you notice they have a little pilled fabric? I have a sweater shaver. I don't know where it is, but I bought one on Amazon. It's just look up sweater shaver. They're really cheap. And then you just turn it on and you rub it on the pilling and it'll take the pilling right off for you. Picked up some pants. They haven't moved at all. Don't think I'll pick them up again. There you go. Appreciate you helping out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. We're just doing some listings. They work good. Yeah. Buy a more expensive one though. The cheap one that I bought, it doesn't work that great. So I do suggest you pay up a little bit for a good sweater shaver. Whoa, it's pulling the tabs on this tab. That's crazy. Yeah, the one we bought was like a $10 one. It doesn't work super well. Wait, Miss Arizona Pickin is my wife. She's been learning a lot about reselling. I would have never guessed that was your wife's channel. Miss Arizona Pickin is Arizona Pickin's wife. You would have never. You fooled me. You got me fooled on that one. I know she's your wife. Duh. Yes, that's your wife. I know. Her name is Miss Arizona Pickin. She's been in the chat a couple times. You guys got me fooled. It's like Miss K-Way. If I had like Miss K-Way, that's my wife, Arizona. It's Miss K-Way. Crack me up. All right, let me close out of these tabs real quick. How many listings is that? Is that 10? I think that's 10. I lost count. I guess we'll do 5 more. I lost count. Let's hop back over here. I guess we'll open this up for you guys again. Show the drafts real quick. All right, so we're going to do these drafts. I got to remember, once I hit the Lacoste, I'm done. So Lacoste, I'll be done. These are all Polo, Ralph Lauren polos anyway. These would be super easy to list. So these I paid $4 for. So where I am, there's 7% sales tax. So you'll see me knock that out and put it to 4.28. And then with these, they're just basic polos. So I'll always list them for $17.99 buyer pay shipping. And I always take off that. I don't want any offers on these. They have to sell full price for me to take the offer. We'll make them easy to list. For Polo Ralph Lauren polos, they just are easy to list. You can use, I have a template set up just specifically for Polo Ralph Lauren polos. And all you have to do, my mother-in-law goes into the listing. It has everything set up but the title and the measurements. So she just puts in the title really quick, drops the price, moves the title to the description, and then puts in the measurements. Super, super easy to do. This one's a little bit different because it has the big pony on the front. She didn't write big pony in here, so that's what I'm going to do right here. Actually, I'm going to take out embroidered. I'm going to put big pony because that's a keyword that you need for this exact one. And I'm going to list this one for $19.99 plus shipping. $19.99. Again, I'm going to take best offer off. Buyer pays shipping. What size is this? It's an XL, so I'm going to put the weight a little bit higher. 14 ounces. List it. Do entering measurements help sales? It helps returns. Because if somebody says like, oh, this isn't a real size large, you can say, did you refer to measurements? Because I have the measurements in the listing, especially for pre-owned clothing. Selling on eBay? Yeah, I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Just a Polo Ralph Lauren linen long sleeve men's shirts bought for $6. I just sold one of those this weekend, actually. I can't show my orders on here because I don't want to show all the buyer's information, but I'll show it on the screen. I had so many offers on it. It was a solid white. Depending on what color you have good money on your hands. The linen ones always sell really well. Let's see. So I sent out a best offer. Actually, Auto Posture did on this one. And that one sold for, it's going to say $34.99, but it sold for $31.49. I know it's backwards, but it's just a solid white Polo Ralph Lauren piece. Sold for $31.49, buyer pays shipping. Nice fall plaid colors. I listed a little bit higher, at least $34.99 plus shipping, because those always sell really well for me. Public Rec Pants. You guys know this brand? If you guys are watching this on TikTok, hop over to Facebook and YouTube and look at this. Public Rec men's pants. These are really, really good. Let's go over to this tab really quick. Public Rec Pants. Look at those prices. We're going to go to used. The last pair of these I had sold super fast and sold. 42 plus shipping. This person undersold theirs. All these are pretty accurate on price. Anytime you look at under 35 or like 35 free shipping, this literally was just listed. It literally got listed and sold today. That's how fast this sold, because it was underpriced, 35 plus shipping. I think I'm gonna list mine somewhere around here, 45 plus shipping. These sell really well. How many are sold? 745 sold, and there was 1,000 listed, so it's almost 100% sell-through rate. It's like 75% sell-through rate. I'm sure if you go into sizing, sizing will tell a big story on how fast these will sell. But I'm gonna put mine for $44.99 plus ship, because I know how fast these sell. I've sold so many of them. Whoops, that one. Our squad laid eggs today. Facts. It was a rough day. Do you understand, Bull North, Dusty Buns? I had to listen to Trisha, and I had to listen to Surf's Up all day long. It was a miserable day for me. It was miserable. Absolutely miserable. Miserable. All right, buyer pays. I always do buyer pays return shipping on these, simply because pants and jeans are my most returned item on eBay. So I always do buyer pays return, so I'm not out any money. If they do want to return them, that's fine, but they got to pay for it. That one's listed. Think about jumping in. So which platform do you suggest to start with? I started with eBay, and I saw more sales on eBay. The easier platforms to list on is going to be Poshmark and Mercari, but I believe you're always going to see more sales with eBay. You have to purchase the shipping label from eBay. You don't have to. You can purchase your label outside of eBay. What's up, Teach? Yeah, not a great division to be in. Yeah, especially with those bozos. Yeah, you purchase your shipping label through eBay. Are you the same person? Yeah, you are the same person. Okay. What pants? Public Rec. If you want to see me listing, you got to hop over to Facebook or YouTube right now. I'm listing right there on Facebook and YouTube. You can see my whole screen right now. I would show it on TikTok, but you guys don't see a good, clear view. Just look for the one that says Whatnot Giveaway one. That's not the right title, but I'll change it afterwards. Another Polo Ralph Lauren. This one's a 2XL. It's going to be $17.99. Buyer pays ground advantage, and we're going to up it to 15 ounces because it's a heavier one. Doesn't eBay give a discount on the shipping? It does, yes. But sometimes you can get cheaper labels if you go through Pirate Ship. You'd be more productive with coffee. I would, but then I would stay awake and past 2 o'clock, and that's not good. I need to go to bed by like 12:30 today. Actually, after I'm done with this, I'm going to start editing a YouTube video. Do you do better on eBay or Whatnot? By the end of this year, Whatnot should surpass eBay. But right now I'm doing better on eBay. I don't know about that. Maybe if we keep listing the way we're listing, it might be a pretty even race to the end of this year. Here's a Lacoste. It's a size 2XL Lacoste. I paid $5.34 for this, $9.99, half off, $5.34. Thanks for watching helper videos. I'm starting off pretty good. I've received all 5-star ratings. Sold a Patagonia shirt earlier. Nice. Nice. I want a tutorial on TikTok. Too damn bad. You don't need a tutorial anyway. You know how to list. You know exactly what you're doing. It's a Lacoste 2XL. I'm going to list this for $22.99 plus shipping because it has a big gator on the front. And this is a 2XL, so it's going to be a little heavier, so I'm just going to knock it up to 15 ounces. That was awesome what you did, recognizing the other sellers on Whatnot. I planned that all myself. Did that all by myself. I thought of that. I was like, you know what? Not only we're going to give away stuff, we're going to give away not only items, but we're going to give away bookmarks too. I thought it was a cool idea because it forces people to get out of the live to go bookmark. Because if I didn't have giveaways, people wouldn't go bookmark. They'd be like, I'll just hang out here until the giveaway is done. So to unlock the giveaways, you had to hop off somebody else's. And it was cool because Big Sweaty did his first Whatnot, and he had like 50 plus people in there. It was like 50 to 55. So that's pretty good showing for your first Whatnot. So did your sister teach you that? You should know. She didn't teach me anything. I taught her everything. That's facts. She'll tell you that. She won't like admitting it, but it is facts. That was awesome for you to do that. No problem. It was the K way. Okay. It wasn't anything special. No, I know you're kidding. I'm just messing with you too. Thanks to watching your helpful videos. I'm starting pretty good. I received all 5-star ratings. Oh, I already read that. Good job, Susan. I read it twice. That's how good you did. I read yours twice. Let's see. Check my totals for today. My numbers are going up on eBay. That's a beautiful thing to see because during this year, at the beginning of this year, the numbers were plummeting because I wasn't listing that much because we were focusing on Whatnot. Now that we hired my mother-in-law, the numbers are going right back up. I hope that I can get my 90-day total back to 40K. When I started this year, I was at a 40K 90-day total. I'm down to 21K right now. But if I keep sales how they're going, I'll easily get back to 40K probably by mid-November or early December, which would be great. Does TikTok require videos to be a minute long? Yes. Towards the 100K mark. Wait, does TikTok require videos to be a minute long? Count towards the 100? Do you mean towards the creativity beta program, whatever crap? Yes, they have to be over a minute long. I think they have to be like a minute and 3 seconds or something like that. And that's when they count towards that fund. So you always want to make sure your videos are above that. Otherwise, you can make shorter videos, which sometimes shorter videos will be good because they'll bring in a following. And then you use that to then have them watch your new videos. So yeah. Says I'm not in the program because I'm short on views. Yes. So you have to keep making videos consistently because they want to see that you have so many views for, I think it's a month period of time. So I got lucky with mine because right before I got accepted into that program, right when they came out with it, I got accepted right away because one of my videos had like 300K views like right before that. I think it was 300K views or something like that. It was like 30K views, whatever it was. It was a lot of views I got right before that program came out. So that helped me get there. So you're going to have to get a viral video. So keep working. You'll get a viral video. Answer my question without even seeing it. Look at that. I'm that quick. Does open return slow down your business? eBay will tell you no. eBay will always say it doesn't slow down your business. But to be honest, I think it does. Because every single time that I have a slow sales day or weekend or whatever, I immediately go right in to look if I have a negative feedback. I don't think returns do. Well, you said returns. I was going negative feedback route. Returns, I don't think do. I think negative feedbacks do. And eBay will tell you that it doesn't. I think negative feedbacks do hurt your sales. Like if you get one negative, it feels like my sales get shut off for like a whole day. I'm sure other people have had that same thing happen. eBay will tell you no. I've had so many instances where I stopped what I was doing. I went right in to look if I had a negative, and sure enough, I got a negative feedback. And then I call eBay, tell eBay to remove it. They remove it right away. And then sales turn back on within a couple hours. So yeah, I've never noticed slow sales on returns. Yeah, I've never noticed on returns either. I get returns all the time. And for fit issues and stuff like that, I've never seen slow sales for that. But again, the negative feedback, I think there's something to that because every time I always get slow sales whenever I get a negative feedback. Under custom SKU, you always putting the storage number. So right now, if you're looking at my listings, hold on. If you're looking at my listings right now, you won't see a storage number because I haven't put the items away into inventory yet. What are your thoughts on 99 cents versus pricing at 20? I always do 99s. It's like a common rule in it's a common practice in retail. Makes the person think they're not paying 20 or more. They're paying under 20 because they're only paying under 20 by a penny. So it's just like I forget there's a word for it or there's like a phrase for it. But yeah. Okay, to answer your question about SKUs, storage numbers. So all of these don't have storage numbers because I literally just listed them today and they're sitting over in the corner of the room and I haven't put them away yet. Once they get put away, then all I do is, like, let's say this one's going in A21. I'll just put A21 right there and I'll hit submit, and it changes my custom SKU right here in this field. I don't even have to go back into the listing. I can do it right from here. But as you can see right here, this one's in V18. So it's in bin V number 18, and I paid $17.12 for it. This one's in AK9, 1763 is what I paid for it. K35, I paid $5.34 for it, so on and so forth. So yeah, the ones that don't have SKUs, this is a Christmas house, so it's out in my shed. So I don't put them in SKUs at all because they're just piled up in my shed. But as you can see, all of these, they have custom SKUs and they have the bin they're in. This one's a pair of shoes, so shoes don't get binned because they're just sitting on shelves. Actually, this pair is in my closet because it's a pair of Gucci's, so I don't want it to get ruined. Are you doing consignment on Whatnot yet? I've got things coming out of my ears. Lisa, if you hit me up on Instagram or Facebook and you give me a list of what you have, I'll go through it and I'll pick and choose what I'm interested in. But you got to hit me up on Instagram or Facebook and give me a list or photos of what you have. Photos are always better than a list because I can kind of see what you have. Because normally if you tell me like I have a bunch of Robert Graham, I'm going to say, show me the Robert Graham because I have to see which ones you have. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. We can set something up. You do free returns on some items, like this Harley shirt has free returns. Something like this Lafayette jacket has buyer pays return shipping because it's a little heavy. Let's see, something else that this, I think these are all set to buyer pays return shipping. Shoes are always buyer pays return shipping, I believe. And pants are always buyer pays return shipping. Everything else is free shipping, free returns. Who has the best fan hair? Ethan by far. Ethan by far, but Big Sweaty today. Chris, you missed Big Sweaty's auction. Chris, I am highly disappointed in you. Big Sweaty ran one of the best shows on Whatnot I've ever seen. Chris, you should go back and rewatch the first 5 minutes of his show. He literally put on a concert. He had fog machines. He put on a concert. He was singing Let It Go rock version. It was a great Whatnot show. You missed it. How many did you list so far? I did 15. 15, and I downloaded them, so now I have to cross-list them. Now, Big Sweaty has he's pretty close to yours, Ethan, but not. He even said didn't he say like you're the sexiest man on TikTok or something like that? Nobody tagged me. Chris, I think you got tagged like 65 times. Like literally 65 times. Like no more, no less than 65 times. Pink. I forgot to take you guys off that. Yes, minimum 65. Minimum. Joey's asleep, everybody. It's a successful day. As soon as this little boy goes to sleep, he's in his bed. He's right there. He's laying down. He's out like a light, finally. That boy was fighting it all night. Fell asleep at 11 o'clock. He's watching Blippi. Have you guys ever watched Blippi? It's horrible. When buyer pays return shipping, do you refund their full amount with original shipping when returned? No. So when buyer pays return shipping, if I do buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping, they're allowed to return it, but they paid shipping and then they got to pay return shipping. If I do free shipping and free returns, I pay for their shipping and then I also pay for their return shipping. So like 80% of my items in my store are free shipping and free returns. There's only a select few categories that I don't get free shipping and free returns. So if it's buyer pays shipping, buyer pays returns, they pay everything. It's literally, I get the same item back, and all I got to do is refund them what they paid for the item, and there's zero loss to me. So yeah, if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way. It gives them the opportunity to open a return, but they do have to pay for return shipping. Just understand when you do buyer pays return shipping, you lose out on the top rated seller plus. So you lose out on those that little kickback that eBay gives to you. So Google what video Blippi did before being Blippi. Oh, I don't want to. That'll ruin it. I see those notifications now. I was out to dinner with friends. Dang, no worries, Chris. I'm still highly disappointed in you. Appreciate the golden trumpet. So what other categories outside pants do you do buyer pays return shipping? It's normally heavier items. So like jackets, like a heavier jacket, normally buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping, because some of those jackets, like let's say I ship it to California, buyer might pay $25 to get it shipped to California. And then if they open a return, I have to pay $25 to have it shipped back. So I won't do that. I'll do buyer pays shipping, buyer pays return shipping. For pants, I do free shipping and then buyer pays return shipping because, again, I lose out on those top rated seller plus, but I get so much less returns when the buyer notices that they have to pay return shipping. I used to get like right when I started selling jeans and pants, I would get so many returns for fit issues, even though I put in all the measurements. I started doing buyer pays return shipping. My returns on pants and jeans have plummeted because of that. So that's like a tactic I use. Again, if you don't want to use it for your business, don't worry about it. Do what you want to do. That's just what I do in my business. And then like heavier like trinkets and stuff like that, like those Christmas houses, they're around 5 pounds each. So I'll do buyer pays shipping, buyer pays return shipping. But everything else is free shipping, free returns. On shirts, free shipping, free returns, because they only cost me $4 to ship there and $5 to ship there, $5 ship back. It used to be $4. $5 ship there, $5 ship back. I'm only out $10 on that item, as opposed to $25 for the jacket to ship there, $25 for the jacket to ship back. Same thing with shoes too. Shoes can be pretty expensive to ship there and back. Do you pick up Blu-rays in 4K? No. I just wanted to be known that I'm above Chris in your members list. You are. And Ethan, you're up late. It's 11:30, Ethan. It is way past your bedtime. Don't you have a college class tomorrow morning? Oh, wait, no, you don't actually go to college. Yeah. Did nothing worse than what I see on Roblox. Are you planning on changing your listing criteria on eBay, like switching it to only 50 plus items? No. I actually like selling the lower dollar items in volume. I know a lot of people like, I only list items that are, $20 profit or more. I used to be that person, but now we're doing this full time and I have somebody listing for me. I can afford to do those $10 to $15 flip profit items. I'm completely fine with that. Most of the Polo Ralph Lauren that you're seeing me listing, I'm going to make a $10 profit on it. If I bought it for $4.28 and it sold for $17.99 plus shipping, that should be right around a $10 profit. And they're super easy to list. My mother-in-law can list about 50 of those items in a day. So that's $500 profit in one day if all of them were just $10 Polo Ralph Lauren. And normally all of them aren't $10. There's some that are more expensive. So yeah, I'm completely fine with that. Do you ever get grief for not refunding the original shipping? No, because if they bought something and buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping, it says it in the listing. So when they buy it, it shows them that buyer pays return shipping. So there's no grief. And even if they said like, if they were mad about it, I would just say in the listing, it's stated that buyer pays return shipping. So they can't leave me a negative for it. If they did, then I would just contact eBay. And if they said like, hey, if they left me a negative and said unfair that I had to pay return shipping, I would call eBay and say, hey, in my listing, it said they had to pay return shipping and they're mad they had to pay return shipping. And eBay would be like, yep, I'll take that off for you. No worries. So not as described, they will accept the return. If the buyer files a case for item not as described, I will have to pay shipping to me, but that hardly ever happens. It literally hardly ever happens. And the good thing about that is I can give a partial refund. If I get it and it is as described and they just wanted to get a free return, I can give a partial refund and I can get back my return shipping. So that's a perk that eBay gives. Which sells better, women's wear or men's wear? In our case, it's men's wear because we just have more listed right now. What's up, Big Sweaty? Big Sweaty's in the house. Big Sweaty, you had a good show. You should do another show. I know you said you were going to be one and done, but you should definitely do another show. Big Sweaty, I'll make you this promise. If you do another show, I will personally raid your show. I will do a giveaway show with like 2 items, or I'll run like 3 items right before your show, and I will personally raid your show because you did a really good show, but you have to put on another concert. That has to be like the deal we do. Like you have to do another concert because that just has to happen. Do you add to listing? Or is that setting in the app? Do you add to listing, or is that we do our listings? I don't know what your question entails, but we do our listings on the computer and then we take our photos on the app. We take our photos on our phones, add them from the app, and then we finish the listing on the computer. Thank you for coming for your purchase. No problems. You'll think about it. You got to do it. You got to do it. But you gotta be less nervous. You gotta shake it out a little bit. I heard the nerves in your voice. You gotta be less nervous. You're Big Sweaty. You're like famous, okay? You can't be nervous in front of us. You did a good show. And then you got all nervous on me. You got all nervous. I don't like it. How How does that work? How do you prove item is as described? So if I get it back and there's no issue with it, I'll put it as item at, I'll do a partial refund, or I'll take back the shipping. And I'll just put in the description as item was as described. You can only do that so many times, so just be careful with that. But to be honest, that hardly ever happens to me. What Ping said about people opening false returns and getting them, it hardly ever happens to me, even if I do free buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping. I don't like being on cam. Big Sweaty. We should do, how many followers do you have, by the way? Oh, you have 1,000. We should do we should do some practice lives together. Me and you just hang out, and I'll get the nerves out of you. We'll just hang out and answer questions and have a good time. That's it. Appreciate. Peace out, Naked Thrifter. I like how you spelled my name right too. I like that. That's why I have no returns for all my listings. I try to. Then when they try to return something for a reason other is not as described, they can't return. eBay closes the return request. Yeah, you can do that, Zep. You can do whatever you want. You can do for no returns. That's completely fine. But there's always a way around it. If the buyer really wants to return an item, all they have to do is put not as described, and they'll return it to you. It also limits you. So if I'm buying on eBay, I'm sure everybody does this too. When you're buying on any platform and you see that you're not allowed to return the item, appreciate the cap. If you see that you're not allowed to return the item, I'll automatically go to somebody else's listing, even if their listing is more expensive. Because if I don't like your item, I'd always like the option to be able to return it. Even if I have to pay return shipping, I would still like the option to return it. So you might lose out on some buyers if you don't allow returns. But there is some items I do say, like, yes, you shouldn't allow returns on. For example, new shoes. You guys see the new shoes in the corner of the room? There is no returns on those. As soon as I sell those, nobody can open a return. And the good thing about those is they go through eBay authentication. So if I do sell it to somebody and they open a false return, those items have to come back to eBay. And if they're worn, they go right back to the customer. So the only reason I don't want to do returns on those is because if somebody wears them, it basically drops the value significantly. So that's the one item in my store it's no returns on. You cannot try to return them. If they do, it's got to go back through eBay authentication, so on and so forth. So the buyer just has to say it. You can file a report, buyer. Yep, right. The no return policy, you can decline the return for buyer's remorse reason. Yep. Definitely no returns on new authentication SKUs. Yep. These guys are trying to outgift me. They are trying to outgift you. Don't let them do it. Just hopping on, missed a return talk. Do multiple returns. Ding you as a seller. No, I've never been. If you get too many returns, there is, doesn't it? It goes into your seller performance. And hang on, let me see. If you get enough returns, I believe for item not as described, you can get kicked out of being a top rated plus. Am I correct about that? I'm pretty sure that's correct. But they have to be item not as described. If it's like a return for fit issues or return because I didn't like it, that's completely fine. But if you get too many returns as item not as described, then I believe that does affect your seller performance, which would kick you out of being a top rated plus, if I got that correct. I've never had that happen. So just got done packaging 76 orders, so many big items. Let's go. That's awesome. It's part of seller metrics. Yeah. You are number 2. Yeah, Chris is number 2. He's comfortable with that. I understand, but also with no return option, I get people that really want whatever they are buying from me. Plus, I don't want to sell new items and then have open. Yeah. Again, if you're selling, I sell mostly clothing. So yeah, 100% get that. If you're selling Xbox Ones or whatever they are, the new Xboxes, yeah, there'd be no returns on those. If you're selling new in-box products, yes, there would be no returns for those. But if you are selling new in-box products and you had returns and then somebody returned it to you on eBay and they returned it to you not in the same condition as you shipped it, eBay would cover you for that. So you just have to take a photo of the item and show that the item was opened and it was used, and then you get your full refund. So yeah, but if you're selling, yeah, if you're in a different category, I get it. There's different ways to run your business depending on what items you sell. So yeah. Good night, Ethan. Have a great night. Just joined in. Can you tell what your free shipping and return policy is? I do free shipping and free returns on most items in my store. The only items I don't give free returns on are heavier items. and pants and jeans, stuff like that. I don't get free returns on those because I get most returns on those. So I give buyer can return those, but they got to pay for return shipping. If your defect exceeds 5%, you can lose top rated plus status. That can be 2 to 3 items. There you go. And I believe returns for item not as described goes into that, or no? I can't remember because I don't pay attention to that, to be honest. I know that your defect rate is counted for if you cancel an item and you cancel it because you don't have it in stock. That goes towards your defect rate. No? Okay, so I'm wrong about that. So, okay, here it is. So this is what goes into your seller metrics. It's transaction defect rate. So again, you cancel your item as I don't have it in stock. If you go over that 0.5%, I believe it is, that gets you out of top rated. Late shipment, I have 0 late shipments. Tracking upload on time, 100% tracking upload on time. And then cases resolved without seller resolution. So I guess if somebody opens a return and then you don't give any resolution to that and you let eBay process it, then that would go towards that metric as well. But you always do free shipping. Is that right? No, I do buyer pays shipping on a lot of my items now, thanks to Surf's Up. Actually, everything I listed today in the last 2 weeks has all been buyer pays return shipping, except for a handful of items, maybe 10 items. And those were really expensive items that I just did $59.99 plus shipping, or $59.99 free shipping, because they're already really high. So I just gave the buyer free shipping. They're today trying to learn some more shoes. Thanks to College Reseller. Found some Jimmy Choo boots for $10. Let's go. That's a really good brand. That's a really, really good brand. Something sells on Posh and you delist on eBay. Do you say error in listing? No. So when you pull down a listing, Summer, it doesn't matter what you use for your excuse, and any excuse can be used and it doesn't go against you. So I always use the excuse of, which one did I do? Let me see. Let me just try to end a listing. I always use the same reasoning, but none of those reasonings can hurt you in your seller metrics. So if I hit end item, hang on, eBay's loading. Come on, eBay. End listing, and then I always, on eBay on this app you don't have to give, or on the computer you don't have to give a reasoning. Hold on. I think I just do item out of stock, I believe, or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, I just put no longer is available for sale. That's the one I use on the phone. I don't know why on the phone you got to give a reason, but on the computer you don't have to give any reason. Delist from eBay from Seller Hub. Yep. If you do it on the phone, you got to give a reason. So if you go, I always do it from the phone because I'm always on the fly because I don't use List Perfectly to pull down my listings. So if you go on the phone and you hit end listing, you have to use one of those right there. You have 4 reasonings to use: start price, the item was lost or broken, item no longer available or sale, or the listing contains an error. Any of those will work. It doesn't matter which one. What if you can't find anything to compare with, pump up Jordan tennis shoes? Jordans should be really easy to look up. There's always a code on the inside to look up. But I would just look up a similar model and see what they're selling for, and maybe list a little bit higher if yours is rare for some reason. So a few items, my cross-listing app didn't delist, and I wasn't sure what I should use to cancel. Yeah, you can use any reason. Vindu has auto sales detection, takes it down automatically. Yes, I know that. Vindu does. List Perfectly doesn't, but I like List Perfectly better than Vindu for a couple reasons. But yes, Vindu has automatic sales detection, and I can't say what I want to say, but yeah, I'll have that soon. That's all I can say is I'll have that soon. Has Surf started cross-listing to Posh? No, he's just strictly on eBay. Surfs gets so many sales on eBay, he doesn't need to go to Poshmark or Mercari. He's literally killing it on eBay. If you go to his store over the next couple of days, it might lack because he's not going to be listing heavy because he's on vacation. But the last week, he's selling 15 plus items a day. So he's selling a lot. He doesn't need a cross list, and he would have to hire somebody to do that because it's just too much work for him. What reasons? I can't say. Yes, reasons. I can't say. Oh, for the reason I like List Perfectly, I like the fact that it opens tabs and you can go through and look at all your listings to verify they're 100% correct. I know Vendoo does your listings for you, but I know people on Vendoo have to go back and look at their listings to make sure everything is correct. So if you factor in the time that it's going to take you to go back and look at every single one of your listings, I think it's actually faster to just do your listings on List Perfectly. Like I can list 10 items or 5 items on List Perfectly, and it takes me literally, I don't know, 45 seconds. Whereas when you have to, because if Vendoo is listing for you, you can't tell me that all the fill outs are all correct for every single one. It just doesn't happen. I had Vendoo slander. Yes. You're watching in the background. Okay. You guys can stay on Vendoo. That's fine. Do your Vendoo thing. I like List Perfectly. I like the fact that I see all my listings as they're being listed, and then I can finalize the listing right there. So do your thing. Go do Vendoo. I'll stay LP all the way. 40 seconds a listing. Not for List Perfectly. List Perfectly, the only thing I have to do is I have to go in and change the prices, because if I have something listed for, let's say, $39.99, if I list that to Mercari, it'll change my price to $39, which is not that big of a deal, but I like to bump that up to $40. So I have to go in and manually change my listings really quick. But once I do that, that takes like 30 seconds to just boom, boom, change the listing prices. And then I go in and cross list. And that's just because I'm anal. If I just let it go by $1 down, it wouldn't really matter. So are you making that up? I've never listed on Vendoo, but I can only imagine if you're listing on Vendoo and it's doing it all for you, you have to go in and make sure it's doing everything correctly. It doesn't just, it wouldn't just know that, whatever. Do Vendoo. And did you recently switch to List Perfectly? No, I've always been on LP. LP is my go-to. LP is my go-to. So again, if you guys want to use Vendoo, go ahead and use Vendoo. I'm LP all the way. I like LP. So someone's mad they're wrong. No, I can't. First off, I can't promote Vendoo. I personally use List Perfectly. That's the one that I use. If you want to use Vendoo, go ahead and use Vendoo. That's perfectly fine. Everybody's business models are different. Again, I like seeing everything be listed in front of me so I know everything is correct. So College Reseller, he uses Vendoo. But it doesn't matter anyway, because in the near future, I'm probably going to make a switch to a different service. So I'll just leave it at that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a switch to a different service. So we'll stay LP for the next couple months, and I'll make a switch. Yeah, DW knows. DW knows. So that's going to happen within the next couple months, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't just say too much on live. I got to keep some things a secret. Tell us more about the stuff that you haven't used. Yes. No K-Way service. That would be too hard. I have no clue how any of those services work. I'm not a computer genius by any means. Yeah. Ethan uses Vendoo. Chris uses Vendoo. Again, use whatever service you think is best for you. I like LP. LP all the way. All right. I'm going to go ahead and head off before we start talking LP, Vendoo, all that other stuff. I don't like getting into that. I use LP. That's what I use. I like LP. So is there an AI service I am intrigued by? The AI listing service, there's not an AI listing service that I know of. But there are good services out there. That's all I'll say. And there's good services coming to you guys. So that's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. Backed into a corner. No, I'm good. I like LP. I showed it on live. I like how it works. That's all I got to say. Could not be me. There definitely is. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll be live. I don't think I'm going to be live tomorrow morning, because I'm not going to ship obviously tomorrow morning, because the post office is closed. If you guys didn't know, post office is closed tomorrow, so don't go and ship your orders. But I'll be live tomorrow night. What I normally do on Sundays is I pull all my orders on Sundays, but I'm going to do that on tomorrow night. So Monday night, I might do that a little bit early, because I have a lot of sales already. So I might start that at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So definitely make sure you come back in, hang out with me, and we'll pull all of my orders. I'll go over all of them. And then on Tuesday morning is when we'll pack all those out. So that should be a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one.